Yo, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to another video. It is currently like almost 5 in the morning and I haven't really slept. Just been kind of thinking a lot, and I decided to make another one of these little videos, these little podcast style videos, because I think y'all enjoyed the last one, and if not, I enjoy making it. So in this video, I just kind of want to talk about how I kind of lost myself, how I lost touch with myself, lost touch with God as a big one, lost touch with like the relationships in my life, friends, family, things like that. I lost myself for a while, and I haven't really found myself, but I kind of, feel myself kind of getting back there. I don't really know. And of course, I'm gonna give some motivation, of course, to anybody who is going through something similar, because I know we're all going through something in life, and I understand, we don't all have the same outlets to express how we're feeling, or the same resources to get the help we need. So I feel as if I'm supposed to like be at least one resource that y'all could use, just giving my experience and helping y'all out. So yeah, man, if you're new, welcome. If you enjoy this content, man, feel free to subscribe, like the video if you enjoyed at any point, man. And yeah, man, if there's any topics you need me to talk about, leave them in the comments. Today is April 19th, 2024. I can't believe it's really been this far in a month. Like, this month has kind of flown by, but at the same time, it's been kind of a slow month. This whole month, I think, hasn't been good to me at all. I think everything really started to go downhill towards the end of February. Really, like, I think ever since I turned 21, my life has just kind of gone downhill, and it'll have its moments where it gets good, but it'll immediately just go straight down. And I don't know, I just get kind of to these points often where I feel as if I'm at my lowest, and there's no escaping, or there's no getting back to who I used to be, or where I used to be, and it gets very depressing and draining. And I think for the past few weeks, I've just been kind of caught in that cycle again. I've noticed myself, either eating way too much or not eating enough. I've noticed myself staying up all night, sleeping all day, just kind of isolating to myself, not really giving my attention to the things in my life that matter. My relationship with God has worsened, and it's been apparent because my prayers haven't even been anything of substance. It's kind of like I've just been kind of praying for the bare minimum, and just taking it day by day, and seeing where it gets me. And I don't know, I know God is going to always be there for me, but I feel like I haven't been there for him much lately. It's like I've barely been reading my Bible, and when I do, it's like I'm in a rush to just read the paragraph and close my Bible. I do a thing where I read a chapter every day and keep going like that every day before I go to sleep. I noticed recently I've just been kind of just skimming through it, not really paying attention, not really finding any actual useful information in it. And sometimes I'll go through and like highlight a sentence, but then that'll be it. And I just noticed that, my relationship with God has not been as strong as it should be, especially at this point in my life, with all the things that I've gone through, all the things that I've experienced. And you would expect our relationship to be a lot better, and I'm taking all of the blame. I've been lost, man. Life has like beat me up, and I still kind of don't really know how to deal with it. So I just isolate myself, even from God, even from my family. And I literally don't talk to anybody anymore. It's the crazy part. I don't have a lot of friends right now in my life, just because I've either cut them out, or they left on their own, or we just lost contact. And yeah, it sucks thinking about it, but I understand it's all a part of life, and sometimes it's my fault. Sometimes it's just the universe doing what it has to do in order for you to kind of, learn and appreciate, whether it's appreciating yourself or learning to appreciate the people that are in your life that are really there for you, for example, your family. I think it's important to cherish your family, because they're going to be the ones that's always there for you no matter what. Even if y'all have a rocky relationship, there's love deep down, because y'all spent basically your entire life together almost. But I don't know, I don't know, man. I really don't. It's like There's so many things in this world that we can appreciate and we should appreciate, but a lot of that appreciation goes to things that at the end of the day don't matter. A lot of these material things, money, cars, things like that. And I think we get so distracted by those material things and those sacrificial, is that the word I'm using? Am I using the word right? Sacrificial? I don't know, maybe. Either way, we use those things to distract us from everything else, whether it's the pain, the trauma, all that stuff. We kind of get distracted, and sometimes it's just due to our own selfish ways and our own greed and our own pride, and we get distracted from our true purpose on this planet. You know, our true purpose in this world, in this universe, as souls experiencing life through a vehicle, through a body. We get distracted, and I will say I got distracted. Like I said, I lost touch with myself, man. I really forgot the whole reason God even put me here. And, I just been kind of stuck in really depressive cycles, really depressive episodes where I just feel like giving up on life. I've had suicide runs in my mind on multiple occasions, and the thoughts are still in there, but I know I won't act on it because I don't want to die. I don't want to die unless it's my time to go. And I don't ever see myself taking my life. But those thoughts, on occasion go through my brain, and it's like, what if I, you feel me? And it's scary because you don't know where they come from, and they just kind of come out of nowhere. And I'm the type of person to react to my thoughts a lot, and that's one thing I've been trying to learn, is to, instead of reacting so much to what you think, learn to observe. Be the observer of your thoughts. And sometimes it's just noise. A lot of the time the stuff that goes on in our heads is noise, chitter chatter, yap, all that stuff, and we don't really need to pay attention to it as much as we do. And of course there's a lot of important things that go on in our thoughts, because sometimes it's God talking to us. Sometimes it's signs from the universe, and you'll kind of notice it when your intuition, and you get that little feeling in your chest, and when you get that thought, it's like, okay, maybe that's important. And 9 times out of 10, all the other stuff is just noise that we need to learn to block out. And that's kind of where the distractions come in, man. A lot of that noise that goes on our head, we try to use drugs, alcohol to suppress it. We like to, constantly scroll because it takes our mind off of all the chaos in our brains. My brain is like, I have a very, very overactive mind. Like, I'm always thinking, and I might have ADHD, I don't know, but I'm always thinking. And one thing that helped, or at least used to help, was meditation. Sometimes it would kind of, even still, I haven't mastered meditation, and I still don't really know how to meditate, but I try. Or when I did try, I noticed, even just for a few seconds, a few minutes, you can really feel that sense of calm, and you're kind of grounded back, and you notice how clear your mind is. And it might be for a few seconds, it might be for a few minutes, but you notice that, and you want that a lot more. But sometimes I understand that life gets really overbearing, and these thoughts get overbearing, and we like to just run away from them, or distract ourselves from them, or just find any way to not engage those thoughts. And I don't know, it's hard. It really is, because, oh man, the mind is a powerful yet scary thing. And I just think we'll never be able to conquer our minds, but I think there's some type of way we can learn to live with our brains, live with our minds, live with those thoughts, and not let it kill and control us. Because the amount of anxiety I get from listening to my thoughts, and really listening to my thoughts, and really analyzing every single thought I have, that gets depressing. It gets draining. It's anxiety inducing, man, because you can go from the smallest, you can go from a penny, and then that penny could lead you to a thought about something traumatic or whatever, man. One thing that I've been trying to find so much is balance in my life, and I still don't really understand what balance means, and I don't think we need to look solely for balance. Sometimes we have to learn to be okay with not being okay. We got to learn to be comfortable with being uncomfortable, because that's truly the only way we'll grow in this life. And I have a problem with that. I'm just kind of used to being comfortable. And as a person who wants so much for himself, I gotta get out of that. I'm becoming a man. I'm 21 years old. I can't keep living out of fear. I can't keep being so attached to my comfort zone and just running away from responsibility, running away from adversity. That is eventually, I'm gonna look back on this in a few years like, bro, what are you doing? Like, what's going on? And I see myself turning into the person I've always been so scared to become. And it's like you see it happening, you feel it happening, but you don't really know what to do about it. And it's like sometimes you make that effort to try, but at the same time, it's never enough, and you always end up back to square one every single time, and it gets draining because I want it bad, but I don't know why that hunger isn't always there. There was a point where I wanted this bad, like I was really on it, but I don't know. It's like it's a mixture of everything, from your habits to your mindset to your relationships to God, to just it's a lot. And sometimes you gotta go through those dark times because it births something in you. It changes the whole freaking trajectory of your life. And maybe that's kind of where I am. I had my expectations on how I wanted my life to go, but one thing you gotta understand is your plan ain't God's plan. It's just not, and it's never going to be. Of course, you want to at least have a few of the things that you plan to have, or you expected to have, or you wish to pray for. But you'll get it eventually. You'll get it, but maybe not the same way you thought you would get it, because God is going to find a way to shift and change and redirect you as many times as he has to in order for you to get it. And sometimes it's not even about getting it. It's about protecting you from what you thought you wanted. Because 9 times out of 10, the thing you thought you wanted would have been the thing that led to your downfall. Or maybe that thing you thought you wanted was not really what you wanted. And God is either going to show you one way or another, or he's going to protect you. And either way, he's protecting you. As much chaos and BS that I go through constantly, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for everything, because I could be dead, homeless, in jail, but I'm not. I've lived a decent life so far. I can't lie. It's like there's a lot of things I can't be proud of, like beyond the chaos and the BS that I've experienced in my life. I'm blessed. I'm blessed to still be here with a roof over my head. I'm blessed to be here with a platform to speak my mind and influence other people's lives. I'm blessed to be able to wake up every day. There's a lot of things to be grateful for in this life. And we forget it sometimes. We really do. And I think that's just part of life. And that's an opportunity for God to humble us and bring us back to him. And I know for a fact I need to find ways to strengthen my relationship with God, because I know the devil had his hands on me for a minute, but I know God won't let him will not let him win. Simple as that. God is not going to let the devil win, no matter how many times he enters your life. He will never win. And yeah, I got sidetracked. I got distracted. I lost myself. Now it's time to find myself. I don't know where I'm going to be. I've been thinking about joining the army. It's a possibility. I don't know if that's what I want, but it might be what I need. Because I've been lost for a while. Like, I thought I was going to be a personal trainer, but I didn't give that my all. Thought I was going to college. That didn't work out. My fault. Jobs ain't really jobbing like they used to. It's a lot of stuff that I've been going through that I haven't really told anybody, just because I didn't want to deal with all the extra stuff that comes with telling people my business. Like, I don't really even tell my family what I'm going through. Like, a lot of the stuff I've been through, man, I'm not saying I've been through a lot of crazy stuff, but I've been through a lot, man. Like, maybe not what y'all have been through or anything, but I've been through some things, and it's broken me. Like, genuinely, it's broken me as a person, as a man. You know, I look back on who I used to be a bunch of years ago when I was a kid. I was pretty happy, and then something clicked, something happened, and it just kind of went downhill. And I spent a lot of my years trying to find something, find confidence, find happiness, find love, find just respect. I don't know, because I didn't have it. I really didn't. But this ain't me telling my life story, but genuinely, like, you know, life, man. I don't even know what to say. Like, I mean, everything happens for a reason at the end of the day, and you either let it defeat you, or you let it build you. You either let it build you, or you let it break you. Is what I meant to say. And at the end of the day, we only have one of those lives, so live it up, man. You know, even if you're going through something bad or something traumatizing or painful right now, man, you always get through it. And take everything as a learning opportunity. Take everything as, you know, an opportunity to appreciate it, good or bad, because without the bad times, you can't really appreciate the good times, and without the good times, you don't. What am I trying to say? Without the bad times, you don't know what it feels like to appreciate the good times, and without some good times, you don't really know what you want, if that makes sense. I don't know, but you get it, man. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. But yeah. And if there's anybody who's lost, anybody who feels lost, anybody who feels like they don't know where they're going, what direction they're headed in, what they're doing with their lives, or, you know, just trying to find themselves, man, I support you. I'm here with you. There's somebody in your life that genuinely cares. Just make sure you care, even just a little bit. And if you're watching this, I'm pretty sure you do. But just know, you know, bad times never last forever. You know, same with good times. But at the end of the day, you just got to learn to appreciate it, man. Keep your relationship with God strong, or with whoever, or with whatever you believe in. Just keep it strong, man. Find some type of foundation. Find some type of foundation in your life, something to believe in, something to hold you accountable, something to promote some type of growth or change within you, something that gives you purpose in this life, and go for it, man. Go after it, whether it's whatever you want it to be, man. Make sure it's positive. And yeah, man, I hope y'all enjoyed this, man. I hope y'all got something out of this. I know it was kind of all over the place, but it's 5 a.m. I don't know if I'm going to sleep at all. I'm just going through the motions at this point. But I appreciate y'all for watching, man, or listening. If you enjoyed it, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.